It is one of my predators, obviously. Not a very good person, obviously. And this person wanted to get a hold of me, and they started off by typing one nice thing, followed immediately by the goat and the rabbits bullshit. So, fuck it. And then, respond! Make me, bitch. Come to Tillamook, Oregon, and fucking make me. Jesus fucking Christ. All these little bitch motherfuckers in this town wanting to tell me that I need to leave town. Well, fucking make me. Don't fucking talk about it. Be about it. You want me out of town? Put me in the ground, motherfucker. Don't be a fucking punk-ass goddamn bitch. As a disabled and at-risk adult, I gotta do some pretty goddamn unorthodox things to try to defend myself from predators. Primarily because y'all won't listen to an at-risk and disabled homeless man. You're fucking dumb. You pretend that men cannot be victims. You also pretend that throwing some money at a problem and then ignoring it fixes shit. No, it doesn't. Now, throwing some money at somebody is getting actively involved, which means that, well, if you threw money at me, that there is proof enough to cops lied. In court. And to this day, I can take him to court over that, but I need someone who cares, actually cares, not somebody who's going to pretend to. Not somebody who's just going to believe whatever they hear and not be willing to look at actual fucking evidence. I know that people got their own lives, and that's the problem there, is that, yeah, it really doesn't take much to help me out. You just psych yourselves up about it, and nothing gets done. I don't need you to do all my talking for me. What I need you to do is be there and present so that they don't talk over me and dismiss everything that I say. All of you know that if you were in this position and people treated you the way they treat me, yeah, you wouldn't fucking like it. You would do desperate shit to get heard. Like when you're getting assaulted every day, why does it fucking matter if somebody gives you a goddamn sandwich or not? You get hungry enough, you'll eat the sole of your own fucking shoe. You can go a few days without food, but when we're victimized, we can't go a couple of days without turning in the crime. We can't wait several days for you to make the time, but you don't make the time in several days, do you? You don't make the time in a week, or 2 weeks, or a month, or a year, or, of course, in the case of Miss Peaches, literally never made the time. Joey! They've been able to get you to a place where you can work yet?
No.
Fuck.
I've been putting applications in left and right.
Well, at least you don't have to work with Nick.
He's the one that fired me for standing up for you.
Yeah, he's a dick.
And,
He's also Aryan Brotherhood, so what do you expect?
And Hazel put a restraining order on me.
Really?
Yeah. She told the cops that I beat the shit out of her the day after she slammed me against the door and the wall. All I did was slam her to the ground, making her to stop. And her mom watched the entire thing.
That fucking sucks.
Right.
It sucks when somebody's harming you and you literally have to push them off of you.
And
the guy that I was living with in Nebraska, his ex used to come over and beat on him and throw shit at him. He literally kicked her out of the house. And you know what? She got in trouble drinking and driving with 5 kids in the vehicle. And instead of her having to pay consequences for it. Dallas had to pay consequences for it because instead of saying that Dallas kicked her out, it just said that Dallas kicked her, which wasn't the case. There's also a lady that I knew named Jamie Curtis, and according to her story, James pushed her down the stairs. According to his story, she was beating the fucking fuck out of him and he pushed her away into a bookshelf. He told me that he pushed her. She told me he pushed her into a bookshelf, and she told her son that he pushed her down the stairs.
Yeah, Hazel's mother was watching the entire thing, her biological mother. And before I slammed her to the ground, I had a hold of her so she could have hit me. And looked at her mom and said, I apologize ahead of time, but this has to be done. Because she wouldn't stop hitting and kicking me. She hit me like right here 4 times with her fist. So I just grabbed her by the shirt, not even by her, and threw her to the ground. Then she started crying and called the cops on me. She looked at me and said, how could you do that to me?
Well, here's the thing. Girls are taught, now that it's still illegal, but we teach bias is more important than the law. A girl is taught that she's allowed to hit you once for free. Just some girls think that expires every 10 seconds and they'll just keep on hitting you because girls are allowed to hit you for free. But us as boys are taught that we're never allowed to hit a girl. You didn't hit her.
I grabbed her by the shirt and threw her away from me.
Man, you said you slammed her, but I mean, did you pick her up and body slam her?
Not with my weight.
Did you even get her off of the ground?
Like that far.
Really? You're that strong?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to call her fat. I'm just saying, you know, she's...
Oh, don't worry.
Not trying to call you scrawny either.
I know. She weighs about 400 pounds. And then she told the officers that I raped her.
I'd guess about 210 pounds.
I weigh 140.
So you guys are dating. She's madly in love with you, according to her in her own words. You're having a baby together, and she's so happy you're having a baby, and then she gets to get violent with you and call you a woman beater and a rapist now. Now, did she tell the cops that you were a rapist?
That's what she told the cops. I looked at the cop.
Did they charge you with it?
No.
By law, if she said that, they're supposed to.
Because they did a rape test. And they were going to do a rape test, and she said, no, I'm lying.
That's good.
And then I looked at the officer and dead in the eye, I was like, if your woman was beating the shit out of you, what would you do to get away? She did exactly what you did. And I'm sorry for what happened to you.
Well, you know she likes to tell tall tales. And you already knew that she liked to tell stories whenever somebody else did to try to one-up them. If you try to tell the story as it is, it might become a real complicated bitch of an asshole. I got court on Monday.
My Facebook.
Oh, Jesus.
Saying that she's going to drop the restraining order so I could be with the kid. Then her mother texted her and said, no, I'm making him get a restraining order on you.
So her mom's trying to help you out?
Yeah. And a week before that kid's born, that's when we're going to start going to court.
Well, that's going to suck.
Yeah, it's going to suck because I'm not...
If you need somebody to testify about the situations that I've been in with you two, I'm more than happy to.
And then you notice she just starts screaming out of the blue.
The last time I saw her, she was by herself at one of the feeds, but I can't go to anymore because there's too many people there that are predatory towards me. Calling me a child molester and a rapist and a murderer and thinking that's okay to assault me for. Anyway, it's 6:44. I got 15 minutes to get my coffee. The lady who works in the Starbucks, I was told that when that lady sees me, that brightens up her day and that sometimes she has a depressed day, and if I show up, it makes her feel better. So even though she's not somebody that I would hang out with after she gets off work, I'm going to go in there and get a coffee just so I can give her a stupid joke and make her smile or something.
I found another girl already who's helping me fight for the kid too.
Well, if you come and find me and you want to tell your story, or you can get her mother to come tell the story, I'll let you guys tell your story on my YouTube channel because false allegations
I don't
get
want to
people
make it
killed.
public, but
Well, you could literally be killed for her saying that shit.
I know.
And if you don't cut it off, as
I
far
already
as the
had a
courts
guy
go,
try to junk me, and right before he got his hands on me, I was like, "What did I do to you?" He said, "Oh, you did something to Hayes." I was like, "No." Then he was like, "Wait, you don't even look like a woman beater."
you're too scrawny to be a woman beater. But then again, I have known men who beat on women twice their size just because those women were too mentally ununderstanding enough to know that they could knock his ass out on
I
accident.
talked to her ex-husband the other day because she kept saying he held a gun to her, tried to drug her. I looked at her ex-husband, which I'm not saying his name. He said she held a gun to him and put bleach in his drink.
It fucking sucks. Well, you know where I park, right?
Yep.
Come talk to me whenever you want.
Okay.
I'm gonna go make sure because they close at 7. I want to make sure I get a coffee before they close. If I'm somebody who makes your life a little bit better just because I tell you a stupid joke, I don't mind panhandling for enough coffee so I can go tell you a stupid joke. Thank you.
You're good.
Oh, I didn't know if you were waiting for me.
Well,
How are you?
a lot better. All the people that Charlie said that he'd go talk to are leaving me alone now.
That's good.
It is. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
How you guys doing?
All right, I'm looking for a second roll of cigarette.
I don't have any. I've been rolling snipes myself.
Yeah, it's that time.
I'll go see what I can find. If I can find some, I'll bring them.
No, my girlfriend. Not our first rodeo.
Bonjour. The Monster Mash. Oh, I did. Candy got me some duds. Right?
Not wearing your skirt though.
Yeah, that's because, you know, I was wearing the men's skirt.
Because you ripped your pants.
That's right. I didn't
But
want.
I like the men's skirt.
Right.
It's kind of slutty.
Well, I'll probably put it back on at some point because I'll probably rip these trousers.
Oh no.
However, I am not here because I like you. I'm here because I'm awesome. And because you're alright. Uh-oh. I might have left my money all in my vehicle.
Okay, you can go back.
I don't have time because it's 6:48. You guys close in 12 minutes.
Where's
It's over by the Vision Center. But that's alright. At least I got to come in here and talk some trash with you and reminisce about my manuscript.
Well,
Besides
if you come
that-
back in time, then I'll give you guys a copy.
Well, if I come back in time, then I'm going to feel bad because it's almost time for you to shut down.
Okay. A full pot of coffee that no one's touched.
Really?
So, I would be mad about it.
I'll tell you what, you get it poured up and ready and I'll come right back just so that I can pay for it.
Okay.
Alright, let me put all this stuff in my pockets. I'm hurting. Oh, I might have put it in my sign. Nope, I didn't. I saw the sign. Gotta walk super fast. If I find enough snipes to roll a cigarette, I'll bring one back to Tiffany. I am super grateful because they said they'd go talk to a lot of the people that have been giving me problems. They did go talk to a lot of the people that have been giving me problems. And they said they'd ask those people to stop and get them to stop. And guess what? They absolutely did. So I'm pretty grateful. I just went the wrong way, however, because my car is over at the library, not in the parking lot here. So let's get there. Obviously, the situation with Joey ain't the best. That's one of the reasons I tell people to record everything. Everything. That is your only defense. See, one thing that you might not have noticed is that back in the day, we just had to pretend that every accusation from a woman must be true. Now we've got video evidence of how many women are completely and totally full of shit. But even with blatant and obvious evidence, shit, we gotta kick somebody in the ring, ding, 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 a ding, ding. Ba-dum, bum, ring, ding, 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 a ding, ding. Y'all expect violence. And it's fucking crazy. Like, are you out of your mind? You think to yourself, oh, well, we'll just assume. And we'll go hurting people. Like it's the Stone Age. Like it's the 1960s. That's right, 1960s. Unless you committed a crime in front of a news camera, chances are pretty good you weren't going to get to show the world the abuse you went through. Cameras were so fucking big that, yeah, people were going to see that camera from a long ways off and rethink committing a crime before ever getting started. Yeah. God bless America. Today, a lot of people, they don't realize, even living in a world with all of this technology that is so tiny, it doesn't occur to them how often they're recorded or how often they could be recorded. Oh God. I'm not trying to lie to that young lady. I told her I'd come here and get my money. Anyway, I better do that. I better keep my word. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Oh, the Bible tells me so. All right, now let me tell you the miracle of Matty Boa. while we're at it. Who is Maddie Boa? Well, she's the twisted meth lesbian who wanted to start this rumor spreading to begin with. It's hell. People don't have to go spreading rumors like that. Now let me tell you how me and Maddie Boa became friends. She was one of them underage girls who wanted to come down and hang out with homeless people. And so she did. And one day, now this was, of course I didn't know her name, I just knew she was one of the youngins that everybody tries to avoid. She come up one day, she was crying, her dad had beaten her up for being a lesbian. It just wasn't a cool situation. Anyway,
How's it going?
a little bit better, thanks for asking. So a few years later, of course, I guess we shouldn't go to a few years later. I'll explain to you that Maddie Boa, I tried to explain to Officer Ramos and Officer Paddock what was going on. I also said they needed to do something about the kids down there, and I was told those kids have as much of a right to be there as I do. Oh, they shut that door. I thought they didn't do that till 7. I still have 4 minutes. Anyway, many years later, Maddie Boa was a grown-ass adult. Natalie Bollinger was a grown-ass adult, and they both came into my life as friends. I needed somebody to talk to, and Maddie Boa came and talked to me every day. You too, thank you. It happens.
What'd you put?
Yeah. Wanted to make sure I kept my word to you. I don't want to be a liar.
That's okay.
I don't want to lie to Miss Shirley either, or to Miss Cynthia, not even on accident. I said I don't want to lie to Miss Cynthia or Miss Shirley either, not even on accident. I'll be here in 5 minutes. Come back 2 days later. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed you.
Is that what happened?
No. No, I made it here. Usually when they say they're going to do something, I know how crappy it feels. Even if it's just some little thing, or a lot of times to them it's a little thing, but little things can turn into big issues if they're not put in check. All right, well, be safe. Thank you very much for the coffee. Yes, ma'am. You just gotta I'll do it like this. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Keep the faith. I said keep the faith.
I did. Yep. I went first. Oh yeah. And that lady in there with them. Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, let's go over tactics. What tactics do women pull? Well, we need to go to the tactics that they learn. Well, guys are taught primarily just to avoid gossip, and primarily they do. We kind of encounter the situation of any time that we have to interact with women, there is a very good possibility that they're going to try to talk to us like they talk to their girlfriends and just non-stop gossip. That's not fucking productive. Not even close to productive. For guys, we kind of like to be no bullshit, let's get it fucking done. But a woman's gonna argue with us in most cases, like we're fucking retarded because we're men. Now, where a woman says something about being abused, she knows exactly what to do. If it's a man who's being abused, all of a sudden she doesn't know what she's supposed to do. She doesn't know how to help. She doesn't know how to turn in a crime. And it's horrible. It's horrible for men, it's horrible for women, it's horrible for children. Now, of course, since women are taught to gossip and to congregate as not as a harem, that's derogatory, but as a coven, and I don't mean a coven of witches, I mean the us girls gotta stick together kind of thing. Guys don't have that. Well, it's us girls gotta stick together for you. For us guys, we gotta protect the women and the kids. That's what we're taught first. Well, you're taught how to manipulate the fact that you're just a girl, just a poor girl. But then that only exists when? When does that exist? You go back and forth between being the most powerful Powerpuff Girl in your own mind to I'm just a girl. You go from, oh, all men are predators to, oh, please help me, I'm just a girl. Who are Jamie Curtis's predators? According to her, James Payton, for sure. According to her son, according to Nova Wilmuth, according to Todd Rust, according to Chris Stegerman. Everybody in Chapel, even though this shit happened all the way in South Dakota, everybody in Chapel seemed to know what happened to Jamie. Todd Rust talked to his family about it, including his stepkids like Nicole Knudsen, Rhonda Knudsen Rust's daughter. Rhonda Knudsen Rust is one of the people that folks who were trolling me made multiple accounts in her name. Small world, lots of people involved. There were lots of people involved in this situation. Lots of people that I went to for help. Lots of people who gave me useful information, but they never came forward with me to the cops. And then later on, they wanted to play the mentally ill thing too. That's what they're gonna do when they get busted. Every woman is taught to do this, and every man for that matter, because we have to deal with women. You want to take that offensively? I don't give two shits. It's reality. You bitch that you're stuck with an abusive man who hits you. But he's good looking or he's got money, right? The guy at the store who's got a little bit of an extra belly, doesn't have quite as much hair on top, wears some thick Coke bottle glasses. You call him a creep, talk about how creepy he is. Or, of course, he's a nice guy, and you'll talk about how nice a guy he is, but you'd never date him. Meanwhile, we see that most of a woman's decisions in between the ages of puberty and 35, what does it revolve around? Primarily being taken care of and pretending that you're independent. Look at how easily women get to go to college. If you get pregnant, you can go to college for free for the rest of your life. Well, depending on how you live it. We have in the United States something that is a phenomenon that's pretty much just here in the United States. They're called professional students, and nearly every single one of them is a woman getting free college because she's a baby factory. So we all contribute to this, to an education for somebody who's never going to fucking use it. She is literally never going to use the education that she's getting, but we're paying for it. It isn't grants paying for it, it's our tax dollars. And those of you who want to say, oh, well, you're homeless and you don't have a job, you're not paying taxes. Well, not anymore. Before I hurt my back, however, I was still homeless, but I had a job almost the whole time. Almost. I also got taken advantage of a whole shit ton by people who claimed to be my friends until they got what they wanted. I'm real good at picking out predators. They're pretty easy to pick out of a crowd, but there's also me trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, give them a chance. Most of the time I'm wrong for giving them a chance or trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm very good at reading body language. And as a result, yeah, people get pissed off when they get called out on their bullshit. Now, this lady here, is she gonna commit her suicide or something like that if I don't come in? No. Is it like she's always sad or anything like that? What? Not to my knowledge. For all I know, it was just that one day that she was having an exceptionally hard day. And it was because she was having an exceptionally hard day that somebody said something to me. She's also super sweet. And she doesn't hit on me. She doesn't flirt with me. She doesn't do anything like that. So I don't mind. Now, if she started flirting with me and getting a crush on me and getting feelings for me, I'd probably not go back. That scares the living fuck. I'm not interested in sex at all. There's 3 other women who work there that also have made it very, very clear by not flirting with me, not hitting on me. They've shown that they're not interested in any sort of bullshit with me like that either, which is good. Like I said, my idea of a perfect woman is a lesbian. A lesbian who knows that I'm only friends with her because she's a lesbian. Now, that wouldn't obviously be the only reason, but it'd be the safety reason. It's safer to be friends with a lesbian It's safer to be friends with a lesbian than it is to be friends with a straight woman. Especially if that lesbian is aware that you're not interested in having sex with anybody. See, she's less likely to have expectations of you giving up the dick, which is great, because then she doesn't have that, well, whatever it is that girls feel that makes them hateful and spiteful towards men when they feel rejected. And if she knows that You're not interested in sex, and part of the reason he's friends with you is because it's safe to be friends with you. You're not interested in men, so your brain's not going to boil because you think you're in love with him. And you're also not going to pretend like he's some sort of sick, nasty, goddamn pervert who did all sorts of horrible shit because he wanted to touch your no-nos. That being said, I wasn't friends with Maddie Boa for that reason. I was friends with Maddie Boa because when she was abused, she came to me about it. Or when her dad beat her up for being a lesbian, I'm the one that she came to talk to about it. Why? I don't fucking know. Probably because I was nice to everybody and I protected people. I think when people did it to me, why the fuck would I let somebody do it to somebody else in front of me? That'd fucking trigger me like a motherfucker. I remember being a kid and having people just watch while people hurt me. Some of them rooted for me. That was awful nice of them. But a lot of people just wanted to hoot and holler and shout and be entertained by a fight. It's a very inhumane thing to do to a person. Now, there are two women there who kind of sort of give me the vibe of if I'm nice to them, they're going to take it as flirting. So when I see them there, I try not to go. It's not that they're evil, just that I'm not going to deal with that. See, you go after men who abuse the shit out of you, men who are assholes, and then you pretend that a man who is nice to you is some sort of pervert for being nice to you. Like he's flirting with you or hitting on you because he's nice to you. Most of the time, that's not the case. Most of the time, the guy's just trying to make it a better environment, a more positive environment. But there are predators out there. We all know this. Also, should Joey have slammed his girlfriend down? Like when he said that he slammed her down, I wanted to make sure he meant actually slammed her down. With him knowing she's pregnant, he shouldn't have done that. She also shouldn't have been beating on him. With her mom being on his side about it and having seen the whole thing, that does work in his favor, at least to some degree. I got something when I'm pissed off that my older brother calls retard strength. I'm a lot stronger than I should be. And I imagine Joey might be the same, who knows. Hazel is not a little woman. She's short, but she's, how do I say this nicely? Robust. She shouldn't have been hitting him. Shouldn't have been kicking him. Me and Dallas Richmond may not be friends anymore because I was honest. However, if there's ever a situation between him and Harley and he needs evidence that shows that he's the one that was abused, that he wasn't initiating it, he wasn't starting it, that he was lied to in order to put him in a very unsafe situation. Of course, it was made safer because I recorded. However, I'm going to make a threat here, just so you all feel better about pretending that I'm a monster. If any more of my friends end up killed, I cannot guarantee that I won't go off the fucking deep end and kill every goddamn one of these mandated reporters. I can't guarantee that. If something happens to my sister and my niece over the 7 years of hell that these pieces of shit have put me through, I can't guarantee that I will not hunt them down like dogs. That being said, I'm against killing, and obviously, I'm not gonna hunt anyone down like a fucking dog. That's just the shit that makes you fuckers feel better about being pieces of shit to me. You're welcome for giving it to you. The thing is, even if I pretend to be this predator that you want me to be, that's still not enough to lock me up. False charges get people killed. False accusations get people killed. And police will literally go out of their way to try to frame an innocent man just because a cute little girl says so. Well, Natalie wasn't a cute little girl. She was a grown-ass adult. She was 19 when she got her brains blown out. This is after an entire year of making my life a living hell with her friends. Because she got sympathy for it. She got attention for it. She got the "oh, poor you. Oh, you want some free drugs?" You know what surprised the hell out of me is that neither one of those dumb whores got knocked up before they turned 18. How many of you want to be mad at me for calling a dead girl a dumb whore? Go ahead. That dumb whore pretended I was a stalker. And between the two, calling somebody a dumb whore isn't going to get her killed. Calling somebody a stalker does get them killed. All you little girlies who run around calling your victims stalkers, when you do evil shit that gets them actually harmed, and they ask you to stop, pretend they're stalkers. When your friends are threatening them, harassing them, intimidating them, assaulting them, telling them they're going to kill them, and then you want to play like that shit's happening to you. No, you're a stupid fucking cunt. Natalie Bollinger was a stupid cunt. Alicia Bollinger still is a stupid cunt. Maddie Boa still is a stupid cunt. These three women are among the premier fuck-ups of this generation. These three stupid whores showed exactly how being a stupid whore can backfire. Natalie Bollinger being a stupid whore resulted in her getting killed, not me. Now here's the thing, Natalie Bollinger was the most wonderful person I ever knew in person. But not in person, she was a twisted, manipulative, fucked up fucking bitch who was addicted to goddamn drugs, didn't think that she should have any consequences for her fucking stupidity, her addictions, or the lives that she fucking destroyed. Of course, taking a look at her family, Jennifer Farina Bollinger, Rose M. Kelly, Ed Bollinger, Troy Bollinger. Yeah, what fucking chance in hell did that girl have? None. And just because I feel sorry for her, because her family are a bunch of fucking useless pieces of shit who fucking took advantage of her, raped her, molested her, had her selling drugs at 13 years of fucking age, sold her body. That's right. Ted Bollinger used his daughter's body to pay his fucking debts. But you guys want to pretend that I'm the predator. That somehow magically justifies all of your sins, doesn't it? To pretend I'm a predator. To pretend that I might do those things. Now, how much hell do you guys expect me to go through? Do you want me to light the whole world on fire? Seems to me you do. But I'm pretty goddamn resilient. And I'm not a coward, unlike the rest of you.